What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and we'll end the day with an interesting little news story that came out from the FCC claiming that TikTok should be banned from Apple and Google stores over data concerns. This is from the FCC commissioner. Now, if you've been following the TikTok thing, it's kind of where a lot of lunatics are. I've been told that there are like great helpful content sections there, interesting content. I believe that. I believe that when I'm being told that. All I normally see are like woke lunatics outing themselves on the platform. I'm sure it's just a small percent or not. Anyway, and we also, if you remember, I think it was like last year or something like that. People were worried about about TikTok and data protections, leaking certain information to China, and this, this, that, and the other thing. I don't think TikTok is a net positive. I don't think it adds any value to society. I think that I do have major data concerns. And I also think that it awards the most delusional of people on the planet. There's a reason you don't have these like 45 hair colored weirdos talking about how they're teachers and they want to, confuse kids and things like that. You don't, that's not on YouTube. It's not even really on Twitter. But for some reason, it's on TikTok. It's rewarded on TikTok. It's on TikTok by the hundreds or maybe thousands of people. Now, this article writes, popular video sharing app TikTok is a wolf in sheep's clothing that, quote, should be removed from Apple and Google app stores, FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr said in an open letter Tuesday. Now, this is a slippery slope. This is something that is concerning, but the reason it's concerning just because it's a platform. I may hate it, but I don't like people taking Gab or Parler down or all these other platforms for various reasons. TikTok is a little different though, because back when they had some original scrutiny, I think it was like last year or something like that, they had to like put a percentage of their company in the United States, blah, blah, blah. But that was all like just semantics. It didn't really protect people's data. Carr, the Federal Communications Commissioner, senior Republican member, called for the ban in a letter dated June 24th and addressed to Apple CEO Tim Cook and Google CEO Sundar Pichai. Carr's letter made heavy reference to a recent report detailing leaked audio from internal meetings from American TikTok employees, revealing that the China-based employees of the parent company ByteDance had regular and sweeping access to non-public U.S. user data. This was a report, excuse me, that leaked out on June 17th. Fears that China could snoop on TikTok users were confirmed, and leaked recordings from internal meetings held by the social media app's parent company, according to a bombshell report on Friday. The recordings revealed that China-based employees of ByteDance repeatedly accessed data tied to United States users, raising fresh concerns about TikTok, which once faced a ban in the United States because of said privacy concerns. Audio clips from dozens of meetings revealed 14 statements from 9 TikTok employees who said that ByteDance engineers in China could access non-public user data, U.S. user data. BuzzFeed reported citing material from more than 80 meetings. Man, do you ever think about this, like when you're at work? Like, I used to go to meetings all the time when I worked in like the private sector, and we'd have meetings all the time in various offices. Never like ever occurred to me that these meetings were being recorded, but it's like it seems like all these meetings at these Silicon Valley companies are all being recorded and all this type of stuff. The Chinese employees were capable of accessing the information from at least September 2021 through January. The leaked recordings suggested that Beijing-based ByteDance's ability to access U.S. user data was farther reaching than previously known, with one TikTok director stating that at a September 2021 gathering, that one unnamed engineer in China was, quote, a master admin who had access to everything. In a separate meeting in the same month, a member of TikTok's Trust and Safety Department purportedly said that everything is seen in China. Of course it is. That's what this app was developed for in the first place. Many people think. BuzzFeed said the recordings were made at TikTok meetings ranging from closed-door talks between company executives to all-hands presentations. The report suggests that TikTok officials may have downplayed the extent of which China had access to its database and communications with both congressional lawmakers and the public. The outlet said that it compiled statements from 8 different employees who said that US-based TikTok workers had to consult with colleagues in China to assess the flow of user information, with American employees reportedly lacking the ability to even look at the data. TikTok is one of the most popular social media platforms, especially with young ones and young adults, having more than 1 billion active users worldwide. We know we're among the most scrutinized platform from a security standpoint. I don't believe that. And we aim to remove any doubt about the security of US user data, TikTok spokesperson Maureen Shanahan said in a statement to BuzzFeed. That's why we hire experts in their fields, continually work to validate our security standards, and bring in reputable independent third parties to test our defenses. I don't believe for 1 second that China will not have access to the fire hose of information from TikTok. The amount of, if you actually look at the level of control that you have to allow to have TikTok on your phone, the things that you have to let the app have access to, people really wouldn't have it installed if they knew all of that. It's like the one social media app that I don't have on my phone. And as I get older now, I'm really reminiscing of thinking about going back to a flip phone. They wrote, TikTok elaborated on its position in a separate statement to the New York Post. As we publicly stated, we've brought in world-class internal and external security experts to help us strengthen our data security efforts, a TikTok person said. This is the standard industry practice, given the complexity of data security challenges. In May, we created a new in-house, I don't care. Okay, let's go back to what's happening now. Car-like in TikTok video, a meme sharing features to sheep's clothing meant to distract from questionable privacy practices. At its core, TikTok functions as a sophisticated surveillance tool that harvests extensive amounts of personal and sensitive data, Carr wrote. Indeed, TikTok collects everything from search and browsing histories to keystroke patterns and biometric identifiers, including face prints and voice prints. It is clear that TikTok poses an unacceptable national security risk due to its extensive data harvesting being combined with Beijing's apparently unchecked access to sensitive data, Carr wrote in a letter which he posted to his Twitter account. And it didn't really get a lot of traction. 7,000 likes. TikTok doesn't just see users' dance videos. It collects search, browser histories, keystroke patterns, biometric identifiers, draft messages, metadata. Plus, it also collects the text images and videos that are stored on the device's clipboard. Numerous provisions of Apple and Google's policies are relevant to TikTok's pattern of surreptitious data harvesting, a pattern that runs contrary to its public representations. And there are plenty of preceding for holding TikTok accountable by booting it from these app stores. Won't do it. They won't do it. Now, what would be interesting is if you had like a Republican in office, you might. But like Joe Biden isn't gonna, he's not tough on China. He's like, he licks their boots. You know what I mean? Like he's not interested in protecting Americans' data or our privacy. And quite frankly, all these social media apps and stuff like that work with our government anyway. It's like, oh, people were surprised when Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube all seemingly align themselves with one political party and are in lockstep on every political thing. We saw it. We saw just the power that these apps have when we talk about, talking about the COOF. Like immediately, Facebook, Instagram, same owner, Twitter, TikTok, they all had the exact same marching orders from our loving government here in the United States, and they all enforce the exact same rules, including rules that were changing constantly, like, recommendations around masks and things of that nature. So, to me, good riddance to TikTok. I don't think it helps society in really any way, shape, or form. There are some people who get popular from it and make money from it. I don't think it's a net positive. It has very little value other than just mindless entertainment. Now, you could probably say that about a lot of things, so I guess maybe it's just that, China's harvesting all of our data that I would support its banning. But it's just way too big. It's just way too big. The FCC commissioner countered that TikTok's collaboration with Oracle, this is their U.S. ownership, does not address the concerns raised here and does not clarify whether the China-based workers will still be able to access the data. Carr called on Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their App Store by July 8th or provide statements to him explaining why the app does not violate their policies. TikTok is one of the most popular social media apps with more than 1 billion active users. In his letter, Carr states statistics stating the app was downloaded from Apple and Google stores nearly 19 million times in the first quarter. I'll be continuing to cover this, of course. And you see, amazing, when Trumpy was sounding the alarm, everyone was making fun of him and nothing happened. Now the FCC is sounding the alarm. Really? Did you check with Joe or his handlers before you decided this? Once again, Trump was right. Yeah, he was right about it. And I hope that if you're enjoying the coverage on this channel, if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. I do 5 to 6 videos a day. Obviously, I will update you on all this as we get more information on that July 8th deadline. I hope that I've earned your subscription. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.